I guess the Redskins have said it, that they're interested in Tua potentially. They're interested in Tua Tagovailoa because they know that the Dolphins want him, that maybe the Detroit Lions want him, maybe another team will want Tua, and they will trade with them to get that second pick. Now, does anybody believe that the Redskins actually want Tua? No, but will somebody be like, damn, we have to trade with him, though, to get Tua because we don't want to lose him? And everybody was confused on why Tua was being talked about as potentially being the second overall pick whenever the guy had a hip injury that caused surgery that was very similar to the Bo Jackson injury, which ended his incredibly athletic career. And then everybody's saying he's on schedule to get back on time. He will have his own pro day. It seems like the advancements of medicine weren't going to be able to do all the things that they were saying. And then just last night, Tua Tagovailoa tweets out a video. Jeez. Tua tweeted out a video of him taking a drop, going through a quarterback drill to his right side, taking a couple steps, and then throwing a ball. He said it felt good to get back out there and spin it a little bit. Practicing social distancing here, we're going to throw the long ball. Before we get started, let's talk about what Tua decided to wear for this workout. I believe Trent Dilfer is training Tua. You'll hear him in the video at the beginning. But Tua, if we look at this, has Nike shoes on, Adidas shorts on, and an Adidas shirt on. Okay? That's a sign of trouble in my eyes. That is a sign of trouble. I don't know what we're doing here. We can't be crossing brands up unless we're letting everybody know, hey, although I went to Alabama and I was a Nike guy, I want to let Adidas know I like their shorts, I like their shirts, but I'm not transferring over to the shoes yet unless you guys throw me some coin. But I don't love the initial thought that we are automatically crossing brands out, right? So my first initial thought was, come on, Tua, you're better than that. But whenever you watch this thing play, and you remember this dude has had 4 surgeries in 2 years. His last was of a hip one that retired Bo Jackson. And we're way ahead of schedule here. And you watch this drill. Run that thing, Foxy. I mean, here's Trent Dilfer letting him know what we want to see. He's got good grip. Set, go. Drop. Reset. Drop. Reset. Spin it. I mean, he looks... Now, Get Up led off with this morning because it's one of the newest sports that has been released here. But this is a real thing. Tua knew exactly what he was doing when he was putting this out there. And I absolutely am excited for the thought that Tua will be back and ready to go for next year. My thought was always that Tua was going to end up in Miami. He'll sit behind Ryan Fitzpatrick for a year, learn how to do, the NFL basically. It looks like Tua is going to be ready for this season in no time. Maybe he's a little bit thicker than he might have been because he hadn't been able to run and rehab and stuff like that. But I feel like over the next couple weeks here, Tua's about to get dialed in. And the guy that was one of the most accurate passers in college football history looks like he is healthy and ready to go. This is a guy that people are going to move for in the middle of the draft. And I'm happy for him, but we have to ask the question. Why is he wearing Nike shoes with Adidas shorts? Why is he wearing the Adidas shirt? Why not just go ahead and put on some Adidas bottoms and let this thing match and ride out? That's the question I have. But I assume football people won't mind for that. I think they're seeing this video, and it looks he looks balanced. He looks strong, pivoted off that back left hip. I mean, he looks like he's going to be a ball player.
Two questions for you. Do you think, since obviously Trent Williams does not want to play in Washington, that it could be a possibility for them to use Trent Williams to get up to number 1 and possibly some other picks to maybe, would you take Joe Burrow if you have Dwayne Haskins on your roster? And then does this video guarantee that someone definitely trades up to get Tua?
Yes, this video guarantees that somebody trades up for Tua. I don't think the Redskins are going to be trading up for Tua or Joe Burrow. I think they're going to be trading out. I think somebody's going to get up there to get Tua. How about that, though? 2020, the world we're in right now, one post on a Twitter is automatically making entire NFL teams go, yep, we got to go get that. Did you see him just plant?
Looks good.
Look at that. It looks good. Looks like he can move around a pocket if he had to. Now, we didn't see the throw. We have no idea if that hit the person it was supposed to hit. We have no clue if that thing just went right into. We have no idea, honestly. But everything looked better than we could have imagined with especially a guy who was injured just a little bit ago. That's insane. Good for Tua. But I do feel like the Redskins could be prime for a big-time trade where they gather a lot of big-time picks from somebody. I mean, the Dolphins have, 5, 18, and 25, I think.
Yep.
They have 3 picks in the first round. So they have things to move if they want to. You would assume they would give up the 5 and 18 to move up to potentially lock in Tua if that's who they wanted, and they still have another 25 pick. So I think there'll be some moving, maybe some bundling. It's bundle season right now. I think the Dolphins are probably the ones that are going to move.
A lot of people were saying if before this Tua video came out, if Tua didn't get hurt, him and Burrow probably would have been a coin toss. Does this video at all change anything for Cincinnati?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But the Bengals are the Bengals for a reason. I mean, this is a team that has made decisions in the past that make you go, are they a real team? Why are they doing that? Is this a professional operation? The no indoor facility, I can say that every single time, just because if you really grasp how inept that is, in Cincinnati, Ohio, to not have an indoor facility for players that you're paying $30, $40 million, you would think you would want to take care of those people. It just, it's a gritty place. It's a tough place. That's why you need a face of the franchise that, resembles that. And that is what Joe Burrow is. His entire Heisman speech, he raised more money for a part of Ohio probably than any Ohioan has probably in a long time. He's an Ohio kid
from Ohio
who had to earn his way. He had to transfer out of Ohio State to get his opportunity. Then he comes into the national stage here within the last year and becomes this dominant player. Heisman winner, national champion, Ohio kid. It's just the perfect match for the Bengals' face of their franchise moving forward. But if anybody can mess it up, it would be the Detroit Lions.
Come on.
Or the Bengals.
They're the Bengals.
Or the Bengals. And
They do deserve it,
Two of the
actually.
top 3 picks for those 2 teams, not because they didn't earn it. You know what I mean?
Is it the
Not a
biggest
surprise.
messed up in draft history if they pass on Burrow, an Ohio kid, and then he goes on to become a great quarterback?
Well, if he goes on to be a great quarterback, obviously, yeah. I mean, that'll be something that's talked about. But it's like getting Bill Polian drafting Peyton over Ryan Leaf. Not that big of a story anymore because Peyton went on to be an absolute stud. And obviously Ryan now has come full circle and is back, but in the NFL didn't fare well. Imagine if Bill Polian drafts Ryan Leaf over Peyton Manning, though. That's a conversation that has to happen forever. That would be the same thing with Joe Burrow. But would anybody care? No, because it's the Bengals. They'd be like, yeah, that's what the Bengals do. That's what Brown does. That's what the Brown family does. They make mistakes and move on.
This guy, how quickly he forgets that Tom Brady was passed on 6 times by 31 teams.
Yeah, 199, dude.
Well, I remember, but I mean, he wasn't projected number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, but you hate him now, don't you? Weren't you saying yesterday Philip Rivers is a better quarterback than him?
I concurred with Sean Merriman's statement that Philip Rivers was a better quarterback than Tom Brady physically.